This is going to be a terrific game. Oh, nice shots.
Oh, there, that does the job.
It's a beautiful shot.
That's hit beautifully.
The atmosphere here is electric. That'll certainly get him going.
You make me feel so alive.
Welcome one and all, wherever you may be. We are in the capital of South Africa, in Pretoria. Well, very close to it, at SuperSport Park. It's the third KFC T20 International. South Africa taking on Pakistan. First one in Cape Town, really good one. Second one in Johannesburg, Humdinger. What has today got in store for us? Well, we don't know. A crowd already in, and we expect more will come in. Let's see how today goes. Let's get it started then with the toss. Here's Sean Pollard.
Yeah, thanks, Pom. In the middle here for the toss of this third T20 between South Africa and Pakistan. We've got Zach, the mascot. We've got Ranjan Madigali, the RCC match referee. Shaib Malik, the Pakistan captain. And David Miller. And Christopher Havinger. Christopher, what school are you from?
Whips.
Who's your favourite player?
Kagiso Rabada.
I'm sorry, he's resting. He's not playing. But give the coin to David, and we can get this toss underway. David, give it a spin. Shaib Malik will call. Tails is what he goes for again. And it comes up heads. So David Miller wins the toss. And you've decided to do what?
We're going to have a ball first, Polly.
Just down to the conditions, or tactically you want to chase?
I think it's just obviously generally good you want to chase here. Obviously conditions look pretty good. The wicket looks nice and flat, so hopefully we know what total we're going to get and chase them down.
Talking about the wicket looking flat, do you watch the ladies' game and see how it plays and then get a good idea about what to expect?
We were on the bus halfway through, but I did manage to watch a little bit of it, and it looked like a good wicket, so hopefully it's a good game.
Series is one. Is it an opportunity to rest some players, give some as opportunity, or what you done with your team?
No, we're going to go with the same team. We not going to rest. We're not going to try out different guys. We're going to the same team, and hopefully it comes off.
Okay, what do you feel you need to do? How ruthless do you have to be? What's the skills that you want your guys to get right?
Obviously, just try and defend, try and bowl them out as quickly as possible. Try and get a total that we can chase down. And I think we were pretty much on a good game last game, but started pretty badly with the ball. So that's something that we're going to work on, and hopefully it goes well.
Okay, well, thanks for your thoughts. All the best for tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
Shaib, losing the toss, having to bat first, is that a problem? It looks like a really good surface.
Not really. Even I wanted to bat first today, and of course it's toss. I think even you have lost the toss, but still it's going in your favor. That's what we wanted to do.
Okay, that's ideal. As far as team goes, have you made any changes?
We have two changes in our side. Shanwari and Hassan, they are resting, and we brought back Muhammad Amir and Fahim Ashraf in our side.
Okay, it's been two closely contested games. You guys just haven't been able to get over the line. What do you feel like you've got to do different here? Yes, the series is gone, but there's still a chance to go off and leave the shores of South Africa with a win.
Well, I think overall, if we look at last two games, we played brilliantly. It's just that in crunch position, we got claps, and that's where we need to work on. And we sat down, we talked about it, and we made some plans for particularly those crunch positions. And of course, it is our last game, and we want to end our tour on a high note. And I think we're looking forward for this game.
Looks like a belter of a wicket here. So you're going to use the facilities first. Score of maybe 180 or so?
Well, let's see. It depends how we get a start, but look at two old games. Previous games, we have seen our first three batters, they performed, and we have same expectations from them, and let's see how it goes.
Last time you played South Africa here in a T20 game, you gave them a hardy.
Sorry, I didn't.
Last time you played them here in the T20 South Africa, you gave them a good hardy.
Oh, yeah, I still remember Mohammad Hafiz was a captain. Now you reminded me of that game. And of course, we did well in that game and we won against our South African team. But today is a new day, new teams. A lot of the players have changed. But execution of your plans will be the key of this game.
Okay, thanks for your thoughts.
Thank you.
So the news from the middle is that South Africa have won the toss and decided to have a bowl first.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sean Pollock. From one captain to a couple of others, Ramiz Raja and Graham Smith are alongside me. Ramiz, good afternoon, and look at your side and your thoughts on a couple of changes you've made.
Yeah, good afternoon. Mohammad Amir, well, he's a class act, and so he was rested, benched. He's back in because the other fast bowler, Shinwari, was absolutely reckless in his thinking, in his method. Fahim Ashraf gets the game as well, so Pakistan have made bowling changes. Batting looked pretty decent. I mean, they mashed South Africa skill for skill with the bat right till the end, but it was the lack of six-hitting ability that led them down in the end.
Okay, and we'll shift over to look at South Africa as well. And Graham, no change despite the opportunity to kind of give others a go. What are your thoughts on what you see?
There's a lot of new faces anyway, a lot of guys getting opportunities, and very young team doing well against a very successful T20 Pakistan team who've #1 in the world, so they'll be very proud of what they've been able to achieve. I thought Lutho Supamla in particular was excellent. The batting of Miller in the last game was really good, and I want to just get together a little bit of a better team performance. They played well in patches, but they want a few more contributions today.
Okay, yeah, it should be a good game, as you say. #1 team in the world in Pakistan. Before we get to a whole lot of chat about what happens in the other couple of games and how things went and how tight things were, I guess what we want to do is find out what today's conditions are like. We've already heard a couple of the guys say that it looks a pretty good wicket. Sean, back to you, and what are your thoughts on today's surface?
I think this is better than just a good wicket. I think it's an absolute belter. It is so hard when you bang down on here. It is really hard. There's no grass. There's a few cracks, so maybe it'll misbehave. The odd delivery might stay down a bit. But on this surface, I don't see any of the off-cutters, leg cutters, any of those kind of things gripping in the surface like we saw at the Wanderers. And I don't think there's going to be much assistance for the spinners at all. I think this is a batting paradise, and you can stand and deliver. Once that new ball's gone, it might ping through to start off with. Also behind me, very short boundary. The players are going to be looking to target that bank and try and just pop it on there. It's the shortest side, and we can see it's about 2 along from where the test matches were normally played. It's a very short boundary, and it's more difficult to hit that side. But as far as batting goes, and in a T20, this is the kind of surface you want. We saw in the ladies' game, ball coming on beautifully.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sean Pollock. And there's a look at that surface. He's talking about Graham Smith. I guess it is the way to go. You win the toss and you decide you want to see what's on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the nature of playing up at the Highveld Wanderers and SuperSport Park that teams generally like to chase. I must say the outfield is looking lush and green with all the rain they've had up here. And we saw the one-day wicket played really well, which has been a surprise because it's been a challenge to bat here of late. And this 2020 wicket, T20 wicket looks good as well. So I expect lots of runs. Pakistan 1 foot in the aeroplane. Let's hope, because there has been elements of really good cricket from them on this tour. So let's hope that they can finish the tour strong. And the 3 T20 games have been exciting to watch, so hopefully we see another one tonight.
Yeah, he's not got 1 foot on the plane, by the way. He's firmly here. He'll be ready to go when it is time to go. Yeah. Concentrate. Let's go back, guys. Let's go back to Sunday. In fact, the 2 games, I know we'll go to that one first, but the 2 games have been particularly exciting. A look at that, Ramiz, and I suppose looking at it from a Pakistani perspective, it's what might have been.
Yeah, I mean, they were nailing it. I mean, 140 or 150 for the loss of 1 or 2, and certainly lost the plot because they needed 6-hitting kind of talent, which they do not have. And whilst their bowling has been outstanding in the last couple of years, because that is where they've been clinical, batting, once put under pressure, you know that it's going to dwindle, and so that was the reason why they lost. Babar played a lovely innings. I mean, he's improved so much from test #1 to where he is right now against quality bowling attack that he needs to bat at #3 in all the formats for Pakistan, and got a good partnership with Talat. I think it was a finishing line, the coup de grace, where Pakistan sort of struggled in the T20s.
Graham, as you look at that from a South African perspective, are you looking at it and saying you pull one out of the fire and it's about character for a side? Because as Ramiz says, it would look pretty much like it was going one way, certainly with batting until Miller comes up, and then also with the fielding side of things where Baba's going, and then you've got to try and finish it in the 5 overs.
I think South Africa will be disappointed with a lot of the cricket they played in that game. Pakistan was so dominant throughout, bar probably the last 5 overs of South Africa's batting innings when Miller got hold of a few guys. And then the death bowling with Peck, Lakwaya and Morris, who everyone started terribly with the ball. Babar Azam took the game away. It's a game Pakistan should have cruised to victory, especially at the surface, the altitude, everything. But Pekla Kwayo stepped up, Morris bowled a good over, and just managed to create enough pressure that Pakistan stopped and thought, and things started to fall.
Okay, they're young players, both of those, and let's start with Babar Azam, who's 23 years old, and you're talking about his improvement. Never mind just 2020 cricket. This is an innings we've seen, but essentially we've come to expect it, Rambo, because of what's happened right at the beginning of the tour right here.
You're absolutely right. I mean, his balance, his poise, I mean, the class, and he plays regular shots. I mean, he doesn't have to improvise a lot. He just picks up the length early, and he's a real treat to watch, especially in the first 6 overs, where he can dominate just by playing safely and securely. The other good thing about this knock was how secure he looked. Didn't have to take a lot of risks, and this will make him a great batsman, because it's not been easy, fronting up to this bowling attack in the test matches, in the 50 overs games as well. And I'm hoping that he'll be an improved batsman come the later part of the season for Pakistan.
Such has been his improvement that each game things have gone better and better. Having got out and seen the side lose, does he approach things differently coming into today?
Yeah, I think so. He was disappointed. I had a chat with him, and he said that he should have finished the game. And I think that is where Pakistan have lacked consistency. Near, but not near enough. And so when the big shots were required, you're talking about 12, 13 and over, that is where he seemed to just flinch a little bit. One area where he needs to improve is the six hitting ability. Whilst he's brilliant to watch and a real threat to the opposition in the first 6 or 7 overs, then his pace seems to dwindle a bit. He goes off the boil because he doesn't have the six hitting ability yet up his sleeve. But if he can develop that, he could be a match winner every time.
Yep, and I guess many Pakistani fans would be saying, look, somebody needs to help him. He can't do it all on his own, especially being a youngster. Over to South Africa, and it's Petlugayo we speak about. Tell me why, Graham, and I don't know if you've captained him before. He's probably a bit too young for you to have captained him. But why does he always end up in these situations and seem so unflustered?
It's a very good question, and in the media in the week he said that he just loves and thrives on the moments, the big moments. It gives him an opportunity. A lot of players shy away from it. I think Morris is kind of one of them, even though he's bowled 1 and 2 good overs. But Pekla is a guy that seems to enjoy being thrust into the limelight. It's an opportunity for him to make a play, to make a name for himself. Everyone in that all-rounder role is on a par. And when we started this one-day series, the short formats, he was still trying to decide who that all-rounder was. And to be honest, Pekla has put his hand up with the bat in Durban. He played a superb knock, a couple of occasions with a ball, and bowling it to death the other night. I loved his skill. He commits to his skill. He's got good slow balls. He's happy to go into the block hole. And he seems calm under pressure. And that's just such a huge asset to have. I mean, you look at him, he looks just like a medium pacer, but he's got an ability to get wickets. Good stuff.
Can't ask for more.
Yeah.
There's no more you can ask for. Okay, let's hear from the 2 stars. Here's Mike Hazeman speaking to Babar Azam. But first of all, Andile Peshagwa.
Andile, thanks for your time. Righto, let's talk about that last over. I want you to go through it and tell me exactly what happened. First of all, the pressure of that last over. Were you feeling pressure? And how was David Miller feeling about it all?
Obviously, it was a tough situation, crunch moment, important phase of the game.
But a moment you wanted, I understand.
Yeah, definitely. I've been through those processes before. We practice it in processes in the game. We practice it a lot. So David and I had a conversation about what types of deliveries I should bowl, the field that I should have for different types of batters. And we were pretty nervous, both of us. But at the end of the day, because we knew we had a good plan and we could execute it, we gave it all.
How concerned was David Miller?
He was nervous. I think it was because of the first captaincy. He was really nervous. I told him that I had been in a situation. I had a few plans and I had a few things that I had to cover. And he was still nervous, but at the end of the day, he backed me and backed my skills.
You've got high skills, okay? What you've shown us so far on this summer has been brilliant with the knuckle balls and the back of the hand slower balls, etc. Do you plan that you're going to bowl a few of those in that over? I mean, what's the thought process at the start of the over?
I think more I assess the conditions, look at what type of delivery will be effective on the day. So in that wicket, something that was slow down the pace was really effective. So I try to use my back of the hand and my knuckle ball. And to the lefty, you try to use the cutter because it was holding up quite a lot. So you usually practice those skills and hopefully you can execute them in the game.
Right, 9 runs off 3 balls. It's tight. You look pretty relaxed. How was David Miller feeling then?
Once again, our nerves were really high. He was talking to me quite a lot. Every ball he was coming to speak to me, asking me what ball are you going to bowl. Maybe I should bowl this ball. And I told him, listen, at the end of the day, I've got to bowl the ball and I've got to answer if I get it wrong. So I went with my plans, and we both had plans, but we backed each other and we went through with it.
You got 2 wickets in that final over. And finally, what did he say to you when he swamped you?
He said, you know what, I should actually try to put myself in your shoes and bowl the ball, but at the end of the day, he also had the same plan as I did. So just having a captain that backs you and that knows your plans is always a good thing.
Terrific stuff. Well bowled. Look forward to today, and nice way to sign off this series. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I've got gifted Babar Azam here with me. Babar, how disappointed were you first not to get your T20 100 and not getting Pakistan over the line as well?
जी बिल्कुल रमेश भाई काफ़ी दुख हुआ है कि पहले कि टीम नहीं जीती और दूसरा ये कि वो मेरा 100 मिस हुआ, लेकिन ये पार्ट ऑफ दी गेम है. ट्राई किया था और लेकिन वो क्रॉस लाइन नहीं कर सके हम और हम मैच हार गए.
So he tried extremely hard really to get his team over the line. That was more important than getting the individual milestone, but things happen in cricket just like that. Babar, क्या सीख के जा रहे हैं आप इस टूर से, क्योंकि मुश्किल टूर होता है साउथ अफ्रीका का?
जी रमेश भाई बिल्कुल काफ़ी कुछ सीखे जा रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे कैसे अपने आप को आपने काम रखना है, कैसे आपने अपनी बैटिंग और इनिंग्स को बिल्ड करना है, क्योंकि बेस्ट बॉलिंग है वर्ल्ड की और यहाँ की विकेटें भी काफ़ी बाउंस वाली हैं. तो यहाँ से आपको अपने आप में पता लगता है कि आप यहाँ पे कैसे आगे जाके क्रिकेट खेलनी है और अपने आप को कैसे एस्टैब्लिश करना वर्ल्ड में.
So my question was, how difficult did he find facing up to the South African challenge? And he said that obviously it was a challenge and the idea was to remain calm, and they really do test your technique, and so it's a great stepping stone in moving forward in his career as a established batsman, right? Babar, नंबर 3 पे खेलना चाहेंगे टेस्ट मैचेस में भी, कौन सा नंबर आपको सूट करता है ज़्यादा?
रमेश भाई टेस्ट मैच में जो मेरा जो माइंड है वो मैं नंबर 4 पे जो मुझे सूट करता है, तो मेरे ख्याल से मुझे वहाँ खेलना चाहिए नंबर 4 पे.
He likes to bat at number 4 in test matches, not at number 3, but we'd like him really to bat at number 3. आखिरी सवाल बाबर, T20 सीरीज और वनडे सीरीज में आप मतलब है दोनों मैचेस T20 में जीत सकते थे, गलतियां हुई. छिक्के मारने की परसेंटेज आपकी टीम की जो है वो इस वक्त दुनिया में सेकंड वर्स्ट है. इसके ऊपर कुछ काम आप समझते हैं कि होने वाला है?
जी बिल्कुल रमेश भाई, काफ़ी इस चीज़ पे काम होने वाला है. जैसे कि हमारे ओपनर फ़खर जमान है, वो हिटिंग करते हैं, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो वैसा अप्लाई नहीं कर रहे. और जैसे मिडिल ऑर्डर में आए तो शुएब भाई भी हैं, उसके साथ आसिफ अली भी है, वो काफ़ी हिट करते हैं, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली इस टूर में उनका वो क्लिक नहीं कर रहे. तो इंशाल्लाह इस चीज़ पे वर्क कर रहे हैं और आगे जाके अच्छा इंशाल्लाह प्ले करेंगे.
Right. So my last question was, if they know the fact that Pakistan is the second worst in 6 hitting percentage, and he says that it's been discussed in the dressing room and they're working on it. They've got some good hitters, but unfortunately they've not been striking the ball over the line. But a lot to look forward to in this last T20. Thank you, Babar, for your time.
I'll say, Hayes, your Urdu has improved.
And his dress sense. Dress sense definitely
and
improved.
His dress sense, yeah, looking rather well dressed for Hayes there. Interesting, actually, the fact that his chat to you, it seems he opens up. Does he open up better? Does he speak in English at all, by the way?
No, unfortunately, not at this stage. But
fortunately,
but he needs to learn the language, because, you see, he gets this, 30 seconds, 1 minute, to let the world know how good he is as a cricketer.
I just find it probably opens up better if you speak to him in Urdu.
Think so, yeah. I mean, it'd be a lost soul when Hazy would be interviewing you.
Andy Lepage-Luguayo, it seems it's not a mistake. The way things are going, it's not a fluke. He's meticulous in how he's explaining exactly what's gone on.
Well, I said he commits to his plans, and I liked what he said. Ultimately, I've got to let the ball go. So that's what I always felt as a captain. The bowler needs to be comfortable with his field, because he's got to commit to his best delivery. And I like that Lepage-Luguayo takes responsibility. It's a really good sign for a young cricketer that he owns his space, he takes responsibility for his decision and commits to it, and that's why he's successful.
Okay, well, there are many who've come in, there are many who are still trying to come in. It's been superb, the contest between these two sides. We'll go to a break. When we come back, we'll get the anthems, and we'll also find out what the thoughts are of Graham Smith with regard to who will win today. Stay with us. Much action to come. Yeah, crowd in already. Quite a lot of them sitting and waiting in position. They're ready for whatever action might occur today. And we expect it to be a good game. Despite South Africa having won the series, Graham Smith still alongside me here. Graham, what are your expectations of today with regard to Pakistan, first of all, in terms of fighting back as a good T20 side?
Well, initially I felt the one-day series was a bit old-school style, maybe lacked a bit of that energy, but the T20s have been great to watch. The crowds have really been in the buzz. The players have delivered. We've seen some excellent batting, some great bowling at times. And this is another high-scoring ground, and this crowd is always, wonderful. So I'm looking forward to an exciting game. Pakistan have had a long summer, haven't quite performed to the level that they wanted to perform. They've got one more opportunity to leave on a high. Can they push South Africa today?
Yeah, it's a good question. With regard to South Africa, quickly, do 2020 performances affect 50 over selection at all, do you think?
I think at the moment the doubts that Faf du Plessis and Otis Gibson have in certain positions, anyone that puts up their hand and looks like they can handle pressure, can put in a performance, has got something about them, I think they'll certainly look at. I think there's, as you say, there's one or two uncertain positions. Everyone's got a chance in those places.
Okay, who wins? One word, come on, or two words?
The green and gold. Come on, Pom.
Fair enough. Thank you very much for your thoughts, Graham. We'll hear more from him in commentary. That's after the anthems.
Hello everybody and thanks for joining us. We have got a good night at the moment. We are set for the third and final game of this Pakistan tour. This is the third KFC T20 International, South Africa versus Pakistan. Of course the series is done. Pakistan will want to finish this on a high. They've been here for 6 weeks and they've had some indifferent cricket at times, but let's not forget at times they've just been magnificent as well. It's been a pleasure to watch their skill, their individual skill, their collective skill as well. And let's hope on the surface prepared today at SuperSport Park, we're going to be able to see that because the track looks a real good one. And I think we're going to be okay with the weather. It can boot up quite quickly here. We did have a little bit of a sprinkle earlier today, but now we've got some bright blue sky. I've got Ramiz Raj alongside me. Rambo, South Africa are unchanged. You can just go through the two changes for Pakistan.
Yeah, Mohammad Amir and Fahim Ashraf. So bowling lacked penetration and method, especially Shinwari and Hassan Ali. Both of them were off colour. 111 runs leaked between the two for no wickets. And I think that really did hit Pakistan quite badly in the end because it was Miller's show.